Finding cheap flights can seem impossible sometimes, especially when you want to book in advance and use the tickets later during peak seasons when prices skyrocket. Well, through years of travel hacking, I've discovered 12 little-known ways to save huge on airfare for future trips, no matter when you actually fly. Hi, welcome back to Park and Post. I recently used these tips to visit my dream destination for way less than I ever imagined, but more on that epic trip later. Let's start with tip number 1, airline newsletter alerts. The first thing you should do is sign up for every major airline's email newsletter alerts. This gets you early access when they announce special sales only available for newsletter members, even for flights 3 to 6 months out. For example, when Delta had a 72-hour sale back in April on flights to Europe for September and October, I booked Paris for $680 round trip and jumped on it the minute I got their email. Non-members didn't even see the sale. Tip number 2, Google Flight Price Tracking. This is another easy one. Set up price tracking on Google Flights for potential trips you're planning way ahead. Give them a wide, flexible date range of a month or more. You'll get notified anytime prices drop into your comfort zone, even at the last minute. I scored $200 off round-trip tickets to Costa Rica just 3 weeks before departure thanks to a random midweek sale that Google caught. Okay, remember how I mentioned a dream trip for way cheaper than I could have imagined? So I've been dying to go on safari in Africa since I was a little kid watching nature documentaries. But seeing animals in Kenya or Tanzania easily costs upwards of $10,000. Way out of budget for this YouTuber. Well, thanks to all my airline deal hunting tricks. Tip number 3, social media flash sales. One of the best ways to find limited time discounts on future flights is by turning on notifications from airline social media pages. They're always announcing spontaneous flash sales lasting less than a day. So anyway, back to my epic African safari deal. I had Twitter alerts on for all the major carriers since I'd been hoping to spot a sale. One random Tuesday afternoon, Emirates tweeted about a 12-hour special, 50% off flights to Nairobi booked before midnight with travel dates 6 to 9 months away. My jaw dropped at the prices, $780 round trip from New York. I called my buddy in London with mileage points to check rates using hours combined, and we scored $520 round trip with just 35,000 points each. We high-fived through the phone and booked our dream Kenya trip right there. 8 months later, when we actually went, similar flights were over $2,500. This is an unbelievable huge savings. Tip number 4, Kayak Explore tool. Another easy hack is leveraging flight search engines data to reveal cheapest travel windows. I'm obsessed with Kayak's Explore tool, which shows average flight prices by month over the next year to see seasonal dips and spikes. For my Kenya trip, we deliberately picked the cheaper shoulder month of May before peak summer rates kicked in. May flights were routinely 30% less than July or August to the same destination. The Explore tool lets you set price alerts too. Tip number 5, student and teacher discounts. Here's an untapped hack, big-time flight discounts for students and teachers which adds up for families. My sister is a professor and always books super cheap rates through her university portal along with her 2 daughters. They flew round trip to Greece last Easter for a crazy low $480 each using a student fare coupon code, then flashed their university IDs to confirm current enrollment status. They saved over $800 compared to normal pricing. Tip number 6, calling direct for unpublished deals. You'd be shocked how much bargaining power you have simply picking up the phone and asking about unpublished promotions for flights months ahead, especially for off-peak seasons. Last fall, I wanted to visit friends in Seoul and Tokyo in mid-March. I saw a United fare sale on Google Flights for $990 round trip but wanted it cheaper. Then I called United's Asian desk about better advance booking rates. Without hesitation, the agent knocked the price down to $750. Before we move on, I want to take a moment to express my gratitude. If you're new to our channel, please subscribe and click the bell to be notified of our latest travel tips and share this information with your friends and family. But let's get back to the topic. 12 little-known ways to save huge on airfare for future trips. Tip number 7. Attend a travel expo. If there's a major travel show coming to your city like the New York Times Expo, I highly recommend going. Sitting down in person with airline and tourism reps unveils all kinds of future travel specials you'd never find while browsing online for last-minute deals. At a recent show in Vegas, I got an amazing Hawaii package with 7 free hotel nights plus a $400 round-trip companion fare voucher on Delta. And we can use the voucher during any peak summer dates with no blackouts. This is a total game changer. Tip number 8. Booking package bundles. Don't forget to check sites aggregating bundled deals on flights plus hotels plus cars, especially for shoulder season trips. I'm obsessed with Project Flight, which consolidates promotional packages across 60-plus partners. Recently, I spotted an amazing offer perfectly timed with our safari adventure. Round-trip flights to Zanzibar plus 7 free nights at a 4-star beachfront resort for just $799 per person. Zanzibar makes an awesome extension to a Kenya trip, so obviously we booked it. Tip number 9. Frequent flyer mileage points. If you have a stockpile of airline miles or flexible points earned from reward credit cards, utilize them. Most programs let you book seats 331 days out at fixed saver rates before revenue tickets open for sale. When I really started travel hacking 5 years back, I opened premium cards just for the 50 to 100K sign-up point bonuses. Combined points from multiple cards can easily redeem free business class long-haul tickets. For our Kenya trip, I transferred American Express points to Virgin Atlantic to cover London airfare in premium economy at only 42,500 points. Then, I used United points for my domestic positioning flight. If you play the long game, earning loads of points now to redeem for peak summer trips is absolutely the move. Tip number 10. Check during sale seasons. Airline sales often occur during specific times of the year, like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, or after major holidays. These are prime times to check for discounted fares. For instance, many U.S. airlines offer significant discounts on domestic and international flights during Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales. Additionally, the period after New Year's Day is often a great time to find deals, as airlines look to boost sales during a typically slower travel period. By being aware of these seasonal trends, you can plan your flight bookings around these times to capitalize on potential savings. It's also beneficial to keep an eye out for sales during off-peak travel seasons for your destination, as airlines are more likely to offer discounts to encourage travel during these times. Tip number 11. Book during off-peak hours. Timing can be everything when it comes to booking flights. Some travel experts suggest that airlines may release discounted fares during off-peak hours, like late at night or on certain days of the week, such as Tuesday afternoon. For example, you might find that flights are cheaper if you book them on a Tuesday at 3 p.m. compared to a Saturday afternoon. This can be attributed to lower traffic on booking websites during these times, prompting airlines to lower prices to stimulate sales. While this isn't a guaranteed strategy, it's worth experimenting with different booking times to see if there are notable differences in prices. It's also a good idea to clear your browser's cookies or use an incognito window when searching for flights, as some websites track your searches and may increase prices based on your browsing history. Tip number 12. Work with a travel agent. I suggest finding a specialist travel agent with strong airline contracts and insider access to future discounts not visible to regular consumers. We scored our Zanzibar package thanks to my agent connection noticing unadvertised resort credits other sites weren't showing. For our Kenya trip, she monitored irregular flight availability alerts until premium economy opened up. There you have it, my top 12 most valuable tricks and hacks for booking insanely cheap airfare now. Even when you want to travel 6, 9, or 12 months later during the most expensive peak seasons. Flexibility, planning in advance, and insider access open up a world of savings opportunities you'd never see. Please subscribe, smash the like button, and leave your savvy budget traveler questions below. Safe travels. We'll catch you in the next video.